Pirates clubbing like a caveman. We threw up the pyramids, now they say we Illuminati.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The running game will be a focus today. The Chiefs are top 10 in rush yards allowed, and they're going up against that Jets team that will need to figure out how much it can count on the run.
All right, Larry, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Kansas City Chiefs. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Again with Ware. And an alley to run. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
They'll run now with Ware. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. An 8-yard gain, so that gets them halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Marks. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Second and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to air one out, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs.
All right, here we go. 3,
the counter. It's Miller. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They run it here. Ware. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you're expected to come after the quarterback. But in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player so he can't get outside of you.
To throw on 2nd down. Marks. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On the ground, this is Ware. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Here we go now. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Let's go. Green. No. Check.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Finds a seam inside the 40. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Spencer Ware, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a 1st quarter lead. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And New York set to take the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Green's got it over the middle. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Fresh set of downs here. Now a handoff to Miller. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Looking to throw on second down. Marks to the right side. It's Kelsey. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit. Detroit.
Operating from the gun. Marks. And Wilson has it. He's going to go, Albert Wilson, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Albert Wilson, his first touchdown on the year, and the Chiefs have taken the lead. And nothing too crazy there, a quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
And New York set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's going to launch. He's got him in. Complete. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 41 yards. So big pickup that time. And Charles, defending AFC Player of the Week, maybe bucking towards another award this week.
Yeah, and they say they don't really care about the individual awards. You and I both know
they do.
It means a lot to them. It means respect around the league. And if he's able to show those kind of hands all game long, he can win a second one.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On On second down, here's Miller. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Green. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And they'll give Miller another crack. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here's Miller, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
They might think about going for it here, but it's still just the second quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
And his kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
This is taken at the 3. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. They are in the second quarter down in Miami. The Dolphins, they're out to an early lead over the Bills. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Now let's go. Blue landing. Blue landing. Gone, gone. Here we go now. Philly, here we go. 3-19.
And he'll give it here to his running back. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Gone, gone. Let's go. Gone, gone. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Here we go now. Gone, gone.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. To throw on second down. Marks goes to Ware on the screen. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction.
Now let's go.
From the gun, Marks. Flush to his right. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for the Jets. 48 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Let's go now.
They'll set up to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. A first down carry now for Miller. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jets are able to strike for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Elsewhere, second quarter in D.C. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Throwing on first down. Marks escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And this is caught at the 20. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. In the red zone this time. Zone now. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Looking to throw on second down. Marks. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Elsewhere, second quarter in D.C. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out come the Jets. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Let's go! Blue Lightning! Blue Lightning!
Here's a give to Miller. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Jets on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Jets are going to take the lead. And he's got it up and through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Looking to throw. Marks into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. What a season he continues to have defensively. Now a dozen interceptions this year, Charles.
And let's face it, we've watched a lot of ball. But when you get 12 in 1 year, that's better than most careers, isn't it?
Absolutely, and you might be asking for a bump in pay, too.
No doubt about it. Running right in there and talking to the team.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They're going to look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Benny Logan busting through to get him for a loss of 6. The Jets on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And Hill with it over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. They go play action here on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Marks, and incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not any chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Back to throw. Marks. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Pass slips down the numbers. There he goes. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
To throw on second down. Marks, throw left side, taken in by Hill. And down he'll go at the 25. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Chiefs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Set. Green, 39. No. Check. Patriot. Watch him now, Barney. Check 43.
Operating from the gun. Marks. And incomplete here on third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Pulled in at the 24. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll set up a throw. And caught right side, Green. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score. That is now a 2-touchdown game with the Steelers in the driver's seat. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 1st down, Marks. And to the left side here, Wilson. He's going to go. Albert Wilson. 20, 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Albert Wilson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possession.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Justin Houston coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
He'll look to throw. He finds an opening past the 40. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
The Jets on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the pistol look, it's Miller. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Second down following the run. Again, it's Miller. And he'll go down at the 28. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting...
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And his kick is good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
On 1st and 10, Marks. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected?
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the lead will grow by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jayon Brown, tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Hurry up, here we go.
Off play action. Marks. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
Here we go now.
They begin with a run by Miller. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Hurry up, here we go. Gone.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line. Yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves.